everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be something a little different than I normally do. So it's about a wife who thinks her husband shouldn't pay child support to his first children's mother. So if you would like to know what she said and my thoughts and opinions on it, stay tuned. Okay, so I have come across this post on social media. I'm not going to reveal which platform it was from or the person's real name because I want to keep that private, but I do want to use her situation on like me giving my opinion on it, because there are a lot of women out here who think the way she does and I just don't understand it. Maybe somebody out there can explain it if they're going through the same situation. But yeah, and if we hear like the sirens and all that, look, we just gonna run through it because it takes me forever trying to edit a video and all the background noise. So we're just gonna rock with it today. So I'm going to insert the cropped post somewhere up here, and then I'm going to read it. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to read it the first time just straight through, and then the second time I'm going to break it down because I just felt like this was so problematic in this short little paragraph. So here we go. Okay, so she says, my husband's first baby mother put him on child support, and I'm sorry, but that's very bitter of her. She knows he needs to provide for our household. Anyways, my husband isn't in the best position. He's struggling right now, and it's so frustrating that his paycheck is mainly going to her and her kids. They have 3 kids together, and he pays $400 a month, which is way too much to me. Can we go to court to lower the payments? How do I do that? Oh yeah, he tries to see his kids, but said that his baby mother won't let him. So freaking childish. She hasn't let him see the kids in 4 years. But yes, any advice is needed. Then she edited and said, no, this isn't a troll post, and no, I'm not talking about the baby mother who's pregnant by him now. People go through ish. She just put him on child support, and he's been trying to see the kids, but she can't let go of him. So she did this BS, I guess. It's really not funny to me. I was seeking for some advice instead of being bashed. She has a husband, so he needs to provide for her and her kids. I understand those are his kids. I do. But he's going through something, and I just don't get why she would do this. But thanks for the advice. So what I am going to say is I have questions. I am definitely going to be opinionated about this post, and yes, the people in the comments, they tore her apart. So let's go back, right? Let's break this down. She said, my husband's first baby mother put him on child support, and I'm sorry, but that's very bitter of her. Okay, so as she first started out, obviously, there is history with another woman. Her husband has history with another woman prior to their marriage. And she's saying his first. So I'm thinking he probably has more than one. And I don't know if it's before they're married, because we're going to get to another part that I had just read. But yeah, so she's saying his first. So it sounds like he has multiple. And she said, I'm sorry, but that's very bitter. Bitter on whose part? Because if he has children and you knew he had children prior to your relationship, prior to you entertaining him, prior to you getting in a relationship with him, prior to you living with him, prior to you marrying him, who's really bitter? She's she continues on and says she knows he needs to provide for our household. Who cares about your household if he's not taking care of his children? Why are you so concerned about your household? Why would you get yourself involved with a man that has children? I don't understand people who do that. And this goes for men and women. Why do you get into relationships with people who have children and you either don't like that, you don't care to get involved or have a relationship with the children, or you have a problem that the primary care parent is taking care of their children, or they should be taking care of their children? Why do people do this? I'm starting to think people like that need mental help because something's wrong. She says, anyways, my husband isn't in the best position. Good. When you don't take care of your children, you're going to go through things. And I get it. Life in general, you know, things are going to happen. You're going to have life stress. Things are just going to happen. But it's just, to me, I feel like it's universal law. So what goes around comes around. If you don't do right by your children, you're not going to live a happy life. You're just not. She says he's struggling right now, and it's so frustrating that his paycheck is mainly going to her and her kids. Once again, if he is behind on child support, that means he's not taking care of his children. That's just what I'm going to assume. And where else is the money supposed to go if that's what he's doing? If child support agency is taking money from him, or he is following court order, where else is the money supposed to go? To a charity bank? And because the mother is, his baby mother is the adult of the household, of course she's going to be the one to control how the money gets spent in the household, right? Mainly, yes, it's for the children, but while the children is living in a household, other expenses have to be paid. She says they have 3 kids together and he pays $400 a month, which is way too much to me. Ma'am, what the hell is $400 for 3 children a month? You as a grown woman is going to take more than $400 to, you know, live your life. So what is $400 for 3 children? And I don't know the ages of these children. I don't know. I don't know if the child is really small or they're at different stages in life. If you have like a teenager, you know, a child that's like preteen, and then a toddler. I don't know. I don't know the ages of these children, but $400 for three children. So that's basically $133 per child per month. And the fact that she's saying that $400 is way too much for her. First of all, it's not about you. This is what's like irritating me, because she's trying to make it about her, and it's not about her. Once you decided to get involved with someone who has children, it's not about you. In the eyes of the law and in family court, they don't care that you are his wife. They care about what's in the best interest for the children. So she needs to just be a supportive wife. If anything, that's what she just needs to do. For her to say that $400 is way too much and that's coming out of her household, what that tells me is her husband does not make a lot of money. That's what that tells me. That tells me he doesn't make a lot of money at all. And the fact that he's going through, you know, whatever, struggling or whatever, that means he needs to step his game up. And keep in mind, she said this is the first baby mother, and that we know of, that put him on child support. I'm going to assume she put him on child support. So that means he has other children besides the 3. So could you imagine if he's paying more money for just... She then goes to say, can we go to the court to lower the payments? How do I do that? Can we go to court to lower the payments? So in reality, yes, he can go to family court and have the court's order, have them reduce the amount of payments that he can pay per month. So that is an option if he lost his job, or I don't know, maybe he had an accident on a job or something. Whatever the situation is, he can go to the court to have them amend the order for a reduction in child support costs. But the fact that she said, how do I, it's like she's running the show. So I don't even think her husband is running that household. I think it's mainly her. And it's just really weird. My thing is, doesn't Google work for everybody? If you have a working phone, hell, you can go to the library, get on the computer for express 15 minutes if it comes down to that. Or those, like, I don't know if they still do it, like those express cafes where you can use their computers and things. I don't know if that's still a thing now. But what is wrong with Google that you can't find out about how to get in contact with the family court in your area, how to get to family court, and to inquire, like ask questions while you're down there? I don't, like, what is wrong with Google? Do they not have working phones? Are the phone bills getting paid? Because last time I checked, Google works for everybody, Android and iPhones. So she says also, oh yeah, he tries to see his kids, but said that his baby mother won't let him. So freaking childish. She hasn't let him see the kids in 4 years. But yes, any advice is needed. Ma'am, child support and visitation are two separate issues. Matter of fact, in family court, filing for paternity, which that's not an issue here because obviously he's paying child support, so paternity was already established. So, but paternity, visitation, and child support are three separate issues in family court. So back to this story, child support and visitation are two separate issues. That's why y'all need to get down to family court and speak to someone about it, or get in contact with a family attorney. I don't understand what is going on. It's like a fifth grader can do this. I don't understand what's going on. The fact that she's saying that his baby mother won't allow him to see the children, I really feel like it's BS, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't know the reason why the mother is feeling a sort of way that he cannot see the children. She didn't explain the reason why. I don't know. It could be a plethora of reasons. But let me tell you something. When men say things like this, I'm calling BS. And the reason for this is, let me tell you something. Inmates have rights when it comes to, having to file for paternity for their children, for visitation for their children. Like, they even have rights. So I don't understand. Your husband is a free man out here in the free world, and you mean to tell me he doesn't know the directions to family court where he can put a petition to see his children for 4 years? That's because he didn't want to see his children. She didn't say if they lived in another state or if they in the same state and there's maybe still some distance or whatever. But like I said, I don't know what the reason is for the mom not allowing him to see the children. But if he really gave a damn, he would head down there to family court without your permission, or without, a trip slip signed by you. And what he would do is go down there and file for visitation. 4 years? So in 4 years, he didn't know how to use Google and get to family court? I'm calling BS. Any man out here, okay? This is my opinion. Any man out here that claims that his children's mother will not allow him to see his children, I am calling BS. Where is the court document stating that you filed for visitation at the courthouse several times and the courts will not allow you to see your children? Where is it? You don't have those papers because you didn't try and you didn't give a damn. So as I have stated, the comments chewed her up. I didn't really go into the comment section under this post too much, but even just me reading this, I'm like, I feel some sort of way because, girl, it's not about you. So in the edited part where she goes, no, this isn't a troll post, because I guess people thought, like, this got to be a joke. Like, you looking for attention, aren't you? She's saying no, and that she's not talking about the baby mother who's pregnant by him. Now, girl, what? Wait, so not only does he have visitation and child support issues with one of his children's mother, there's another baby mama out here, and you said that this is your husband, and you're not talking about the baby mama right now? You sure he your husband? Because I think he out here for everybody, sis. Why would you want to? So you dealing with a man that's for the community at large, and he doesn't even respect you enough, your marriage, your household, your union. He don't respect himself. So he has another baby mother out here that is pregnant, and while y'all are currently married. So I see why you scared, because y'all really about to be broke. And maybe could it be that maybe is part of your money is going to child support? Because that could be an issue. I see why you would want to be mad, but that's on you, because you chose to be with a man who is not taking care of his responsibilities. And he could, and it's like, did I read that right? He's cheating? She says people go through ish. She just put him on child support. Who just put him on child support? I'm going to assume that she's talking about the first baby mother, because if this second woman that is pregnant by him now and this is the thing, I don't care if she had him on child support since the oldest child was born, or she just put him on and the youngest is whatever how old. It doesn't matter. She has that right. And sometimes, with certain women that have children by these no good men, they try to work it out and give them a chance over and over and over, and they're not deserving of that. So if she put him on child support, she has every right. I don't understand why she is mad. And it sounds like the wife don't have a relationship also with his children. You don't care to, so I don't know. She's saying that she just put him on child support and he's been trying to see the kids, but she can't let go of him. So she did this BS, I guess. It's really not funny to me. Sis, how is it that she can't let him go? Which I'm getting to the next part right now. And you said that she has a husband. Does your husband still have feelings for her? Are you sensing that? This is the thing. I wouldn't care if the baby mother did move on and she has a husband and she's living her life and she has a really good job or whatever. I don't care. It took two of them to create those three children. So it's going to take both of them to raise those three children. And you chose to involve yourself by marrying a man who is in arrears in child support. Well, she didn't say arrears. Let me take that back. She didn't say arrears. But the fact that it sounds like he is behind, because you making it seem like he is really going through it. And $400 is really stressing your household. So what does the baby mother having a husband have anything to do with him still taking care of his children? Why are people like this? Why are people like this? In the eyes of in the court, in family court, they don't care that the parents have moved on. What they care about is, are the children being fed? Are they being clothed? Are they being taken care of? Are they in a safe place where, their housing situation is good, that where ACS does not have to be involved? Like, I don't understand what is the problem. And the fact that she's saying that it's not funny to her, I'm sure it's not funny to the baby mother either. It's not funny. It's not funny that all the work has to be done, on her time. And the fact that he hasn't even seen his children in 4 years, everything is on her and her new husband. So that means she is the default parent when it comes to the school contacting her, the doctor contacting her, if her youngest is in daycare, whatever, the children get hurt, whatever, they're gonna be looking at the mother. They're not honestly, they're not even gonna look at the dad. It's gonna be the mother. If the children aren't looking presentable when they're going outside, looking clean, and they have clean clothes on it, they're gonna blame the mother. They're not gonna blame the father. So what do you mean it's not funny to you? The children don't live with you. They don't come visit. He's not involved like that. So what are you talking about? It's not, ma'am, what are you talking about? She says, I understand those are his kids. Mind you, they're married. So wouldn't you take on someone else's children because y'all supposed to be one? And I get it. Some people don't have to feel that way if they are, married to someone. They're like, those aren't my kids. I don't got blah, 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 blah. I get it. But she sounds like she's one of those toxic stepmothers that's not involved, that are jealous of his children. And that's not somebody that you want to be, that you want around your children. It's the same thing if the roles were reversed and the mother, she is, she is married, but she's married to, to someone else, and that the man in that household is treating her kids a certain way because he's in the household and now he's involved in issues. Because you do have some women, they let certain men be abusive in the household, and that's a whole nother topic. It's the same thing. You have some women who will deal with these type of men, entertain, be in a relationship, be married to these men, and they are toxic as well, and they're jealous of the children. That shouldn't be somebody that she should have around. There should be women that shouldn't have certain men around their children if they're going to act that way. So it goes both ways. But we're talking about this situation where this is the toxic wife / toxic stepmother. And she stresses that he's going through something, and I just don't get why she would do this. But thanks for the advice. What do you mean that you don't get why she would do this? Why aren't you getting it in your head that it's not about you, miss? What you need to do, if you care so much, be a supportive wife. Get your husband to do what he needs to do, whether he needs to work overtime and get caught up on child support payments and it would be stressing your household, or maybe you need to rethink your relationship and just not deal with him. It doesn't state that she has children with him. I don't know if she omitted that. Maybe they do have children and she just didn't include that in. But if she doesn't have children, I don't know, you might want to rethink your relationship and possibly, like I said, either try to work something out with your husband where he can, get caught up on child support, or maybe you need to move on and find somebody who don't have children and you won't have to stress yourself out. I mean, it really is that simple. And what's crazy is if she does have children with the same man, you will want him to continue to take care of your child or your children with him, right? Whether you move on from him or not. So why do you think it shouldn't be the same way for the children that came before you? My thing is he has another baby mama during your relationship, girl. You might want to move on. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know these people. I'm just using this scenario because there are a lot of women out here who think like this. And they think that they are that special where they come before his children. And in my opinion, they don't. Not even in the eyes of the law and family court. We don't care that you are his wife. He needs to take care of his responsibility. And that's just what it is. From the oldest to the youngest, and until the youngest is of age, I think, 21 in most states? But he has another baby mama, I think, on the child. This is a mess. This is a mess. Girl, look, like I said, I don't know these people. If you have seen this post on the social media platform, okay, you've seen it, but I'm choosing not to disclose this person's, name. I just wanted to, just give my thoughts and opinions about it. What do you all think? Are you in a similar situation like this? How would you feel if you had children by, your significant other from, from years ago or whatever? He's moved on, you moved on. Do you think it's only supposed to be on you because now you have that you're married now? Should everything just be on you and your new spouse? Should the other biological parent have any say so? Should they continue to pay child support? Should they not? I don't know, because I just feel like there are really good step parents out there, and they do help and things like that. And then you do have toxic ones, and so a lot of them sometimes could be jealous of children. I don't understand how adults can be jealous of children. It's just really weird to me. Like, if you know that you're going to be dealing with someone who has children, you have to know that their needs are going to come first. Married or not, their needs come first. And if you cannot deal with it, don't deal with people who have children. It really is that simple. I don't understand the world that we live in with certain people. So yes, that is it for today's video. Please give your comments, your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. What do you think? Are all parties wrong? Is the baby mama wrong? Is the baby daddy wrong? Should the baby daddy step? I mean, there's so many viewpoints to the situation. So yeah, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.